This is Mersey Radio, broadcasting from the heart of Merseyside and to the rest of the world.
Still to come, we've got a hometown hero track from Michael Kalik with Tell Me How It Is that you do not want to miss. And believe me, it is a fantastic tune. If you like your John Lennon, you are going to love Michael Kalik. And I'll be chatting to him very, very shortly. But it's nearly at that time where I hand over to Jason Scott and the Ultimate UK Charts. And last week saw Miley Cyrus retake the number one spot. You're going to see if Midnight Sky is still sitting on top of the charts. So new singles from Gary Barlow and Michael Bublé, Paloma Faith and Zayn shook up the top 10. Stay tuned at 4pm for the biggest top 40 on commercial radio right here on Mersey Radio.
This is Mersey Radio, broadcasting from the heart of Merseyside and to the rest of the world.
And here on the Sunday show on Mersey Radio. Good afternoon. This is Gary Redden here with you till 4 o'clock, giving you the soundtrack to your Sunday. Still to come, we've got our hometown hero track from Michael Kalik that you all can love, and I'll be chatting to him a little bit later on. Right now, I've got more great music. Here's the Cranberries with Dreams. The current single from Bruce Springsteen with Ghosts here on Mersey Radio, which brings us nicely to that time of the day where I hand over to you, the singers, the songwriters, the artists and the bands of the Merseyside area, and give you the platform for people to hear your music. We call this section the Hometown Heroes. Last week, as I mentioned earlier, we had an amazing response to Velvet Grenade and their track We Are. If you liked any of our Hometown Heroes, get online, give them a like on Facebook, follow them on Twitter and download their music and support local artists. Now, before I introduce this week's Hometown Heroes, if you want to be featured on the Hometown Heroes segment, also I require from you is a good quality MP3 of your current track and we will do the rest. Please just remember it must be radio friendly. Now today I'd like to introduce you to Michael Kalik, who just 10 days ago wrote and recorded a song that's causing quite a stir online. Joining us on the line is Michael Kalik. Michael, welcome to the Sunday show on Mersey Radio.
Thank you very much, Gary. It's good to be here.
Now, I'm just going to jump straight in. Tell us about your new track. There's a lot of relevant lyrics in there. What was the inspiration?
Well, the song Tell Me How It Is. It started off, the first line in the song basically talks about being guilty about your politics, not being able to speak to people about it. And the first line of the song started off as I was feeling guilty about eating a chocolate biscuit. And I thought, that's not very rock and roll. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, the biscuit started to morph into the words politics. So it kind of started to develop into a political song. And I've been watching a lot of CNN and a lot of the news. Being on lockdown, you sort of... you binge watch the news. Well, I have been anyway, in between writing highly charged emotional songs. And it started to morph into an analysis of the political world in America. To start off with, it was Donald Trump and how he was running his system, and kind of then, all the decisions in our country with the way lockdown was going and stuff. So it kind of developed from there. As the verses developed, that's where the song took me, if you know what I mean.
Now, obviously, lockdown and isolation, they're not great for creativity. When was the track recorded?
Literally 2.5 weeks ago, I think, 3 weeks ago. I just went into my studio, as I do, start playing around with the, with the keyboards or a guitar or whatever, and the tunes just sort of come off my songwriting washing line, as I call it, and the lyrics started coming thick and fast. I posted it to YouTube probably about 10 days ago, and all of a sudden, lots of people started to share it, and it got a good following on YouTube.
And you're working on a couple of other tracks as well. Did you say you've been working on 3 albums since 2010?
I am. First album being Ghost Radar, which was a departure from the album before that, which came out in 2012, which was Walk. Ghost Radar sort of I've been working on, which is more synth-based. So it's a different direction for me. It's a bit New Order-ish, a bit Daft Punk. And then I've got the other 2 albums, which are sort of guitar-based, more like the song that we're going to probably hear today, Tell Me How It Is. So, yeah, I've got, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 songs that need whittling down into 3 albums and then mastering and publishing and getting them out into the world.
Well, you mentioned about this track. It was like 10 days ago. You got it all sorted and put it out onto the internet. And social media's, it's incredibly important because obviously artists aren't going out and playing live. If someone wants to hear more, how can we get in touch?
Right, well, I've got a Reverb Nation page. People can get hold of me if they just type in michaelkalik.com. That's Michael, Michael, Kalik.com. And that'll direct them to my Reverb Nation page where they could probably hear the track and a few other songs. I've also got a Facebook page under Michael Kalik Musician. I've also got a YouTube page under Michael Kalik as well. So YouTube/Michael Kalik, and they're the methods you will use to get in touch with me.
And what we'll do, we'll tweet them out very shortly. So if you want to hear more, you just know, get ourselves on our social media pages, and obviously you can find Michael's, all his links to all his social media pages and his YouTube playlists and all that kind of stuff. But Michael, it's that time of the afternoon when I hand over to you and say, do you want to introduce your track?
I'd love to. Well, this next song is called Tell Me How It Is, and I'm Michael Kalik. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Tell me how it is. I can't engage in politics without feeling guilty. Tell me how it is that I can't walk the streets and tell my family that I love them. Tell me how it is. The selfish subjugate the meek in the streets when they cry out for change. Tell me how it is. The lucid dreams entangle me in a strange reality. This goldfish bowl of which I speak swallows me almost every week. The sands of time are running down. Just buy a seat to watch me drown. Tell me how it is. The righteous like to call us sheep when they know they just cattle feed. And tell me how it is. A million whispers travel the world. There's nothing wrong, it's all in our heads. It's gonna be alright. Just listen to the president. It's gonna be a miracle. It's all gonna disappear. All we have to do is sit and watch TV. So tell me how it is that this lucid dream entangled me in this strange reality. This goldfish bowl of which I speak swallows me almost every week. The sands of time are running down. Just buy a seat to watch me drown.
Michael Kalik with And Tell Me How It Is here on the Sunday Show. If you like that, get online, give him a like on Facebook. It's Michael Kalik Musician. You can get him on michaelkalik.com and you can download that track from DistroKid from just 99p. Check out our social media pages now for links to his social media pages, streaming playlist, and all that stuff. A brilliant, brilliant tune. If you're a fan of John Lennon, you are going to love that track. But sadly, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of this week's show. I'd like to thank you for your company this afternoon, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. Don't forget, if you want to get in touch with us, drop us a line on our social media pages or email me at garyredden@merseyradio.co.uk. As usual, I'm going to leave you with last week's number one, which was Miley Cyrus and Midnight Sky. If you want to still see us number one, stay right here for Jason Scott and the Ultimate UK Chart. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Sunday, 2 till 4, for the Sunday Show, right here on Mersey Radio.
This is Mersey Radio, broadcasting from the heart of Merseyside and to the rest of the world.